Welcome to Comcast High School Sports on Demand, powered by MaxPreps.com. I'm Cynthia Nickerson. Last fall, Catherine "Kit" Metoyer started her fourth and final year as a varsity player with the Cy Falls Lady Eagles. It was an exciting time to be a Lady Eagle, as they already had their agenda set on the first day of practice.
Coming in, I was just really excited for the fourth year with my teammates, because there's been a handful of us that have come up together since freshman year, and progressively we've gotten better together and grown as a team. And coming in, we knew even since our freshman year that senior year was going to be special, and we wanted to make the most of it. And like, we had a chip on our shoulder from last year, kind of ended a little earlier than we would have liked, so we wanted to get that state championship that we've been striving for a few years now.
Kit is referring to last year's semifinals game against North Shore, when the Lady Mustangs advanced and the Lady Eagles went home.
Shock. I was in shock. North Shore is a great team. And we knew going into that game that it was going to be a tough one. They bring a great crowd, and we know personally some of the girls on the team, so that was also added incentive as well, to have kind of bragging rights and everything. And we came into the game pretty confident. And I just remember that feeling of just pure heartbreak. I'd never felt anything like that before in my life. And seeing the look on the seniors' faces, I knew right then and there that my senior year, I wanted to make up for it for them, to play for them and improve as a team for those seniors who don't have the chance to do that this year.
And what she's learned throughout her years on the court is that they've got to be just as tough mentally as physically to win games.
Mentally, definitely the most important part of the game. I'd say that 90% of the game is mental. If you don't approach it the right way, in your head, then physically, there's nothing you can do to make up for that. Coming in, you need to be prepared. Mentally, physically, you have to be confident. You have to believe in yourself and in your teammates. And if you do that, then it's tough for any team to beat you.
Although Kit admits to being in somewhat of a slump lately with her three-point shooting, she says she will definitely step things up now that the Lady Eagles are in district playoffs.
I love big pressure situations. I always have. Just the fact that, tomorrow isn't promised, and that's something that scares me. I don't want to have to think about not being able to suit up tomorrow or the day after the first round game. So knowing that, having that on my back, that this is the time when I need to go hard and leave it all on that 94-foot court, I'm going to do it with everything that I have, not only for myself, but for my teammates and my coaches. And knowing that, that is enough in itself to step up your game individually, to do whatever you can to help your school and everybody that you're playing for.
And Kit is enjoying not only representing Cy Falls, but the entire Cypress community, which now has the reputation of outstanding girls basketball.
Basketball, especially girls basketball, has really taken off these past few years. I remember I was in 8th grade, and the rest of us seniors were in 8th grade when the Agumake sisters were at Cy Fair, and we saw them going to Austin, and we were like, that seems just so unreal, like such a crazy thing to even dream about. But then once you get to high school and you understand that all 300 5A teams have a chance to do it. And coming in, it was all about that Cy Fair who had, earned their reputation for years. And, everybody was gunning for them. And then over these past few years, Cy Falls and Cy Woods and Cy Ranch now, and Cy Fair will always be up there. It's nice to have that competitiveness within the district area. You don't have to go far to find it.
The competitive spirit will stay with Kit well after high school. She is headed to one of the most prestigious universities in the nation.
Harvard, I knew no matter where I wanted to go, I wanted to have top-notch academics, because the way that I do things, I prefer to do my academics first. And I love basketball with all my heart, but I know that, it's not always going to be there. So coming in, academics was always number one, and I knew I wanted to go somewhere, and Ivy League was something that I was always striving for. And so the fact that I got a 2-in-1 deal, I'm so blessed. And I have nobody to thank but my family and everybody who's ever supported me. I could not have done it alone. And with the great support I've had at home and here at school and on the AAU circuit from people that aren't even my teammates, that push me hard without even realizing it, I am nothing but grateful. And I'm so happy to be able to go up there to Boston and represent anybody who's ever supported me through this whole journey.
Kit has decided Boston will be her home for a while. She hopes to stay at Harvard, earning both a bachelor's and then an advanced degree.
Well, I like arguing and talking in general, and of course, I plan on attending law school, grad school. Undergrad, I might do English or something of the sort, because pre-law you're a little tied into that. You don't really have a choice after that, and I might change my mind. But Harvard Law, as well as their MBA program. So I'm still torn between those two, but between one of those choices, I'm really excited to pursue that.
But Kit will always have a special place in her heart for Cy Falls and the Lady Eagles, where she matured on and off the court.
I want to be remembered as not only a basketball player who gave her all every day on the court whenever she put that Cy Falls Eagle jersey on, but also as a peer and a young lady and a friend who was there for whoever needed it between her 4 years here, who was willing to help, you know, her friends and her administration and doing whatever she can to make the biggest impact on the school, on and off the court. And I use basketball as a segue to do that, to you know, have a presence and on and off the court, having that. And I've had great help here with the principal and all my teachers and coaches. So I want to be remembered as just a young lady in general, as well as a basketball player.
Thanks for watching Comcast High School Sports on Demand, powered by MaxPreps.com. I'm Cynthia Nickerson.